Today's actually kind of a really exciting day because today is day 28 for our 4 doe rabbits. And we bred our 3 New Zealand white rabbits. And so we have Mama 1, we've got Mama 2, and we've got Mama 3. We also bred our Californian buck right here to our California doe on the bottom. So we've got 4 mamas expecting in just a few days. So it's kind of a really exciting time to be expecting these rabbits because they mean a whole lot to us here. You can see the other little guys here. These are the ones that we were bottle feeding over the summer. They've grown into nice, healthy adults. Well, not adults, but this is our grow-out cage, and they're almost ready to go here. These 4 are the Californian rabbits that were born from our California doe, and the mom had 6 kits in her Kindle, but sadly we lost 2. I'm not sure why. Sometimes, for whatever reason, the younger rabbits just don't pull through. All right, so on day 28, we've got one really important task to do, and that's to get our nesting boxes ready and put into the cages for mamas to build their nests with. We use 2 types of nesting materials. We have pine shavings, and then we also have the hay. Now, there's all kinds of things you could use for nesting materials. In the wintertime, we've even used cotton balls. What works best for us is putting a layer of these pine shavings down, and then on top of that, we add some hay. We've used straw in the past, and they didn't really end up liking it, and they kind of just kicked it out of their nesting box. So these 2 things are what work best for our rabbits. In our nesting boxes, we leave the bottoms open, especially when it's kind of warm like this, and we have 1/4-inch galvanized hardware cloth on the bottom. So to get our nesting box ready, all I'm going to do is shake a bunch of pine shavings into the bottom of this nesting box so that we have a layer of pine shavings. And then we've got this hay. This is just regular old Timothy hay. Nothing special. We give a whole bunch of good mounding of hay in there. Now this is what we'll give to mama, but oftentimes mama will go into that nesting box and sort of build her own nest, kick things around, move things around, and that's kind of exactly what we want. These are just the starting materials. In the wintertime, we had a mama who was urinating in a nesting box, which caused a huge problem with the kits getting cold. So we had to take everything out of the nesting box, even the hair that she pulled, and we had to replace that with cotton balls, pine shavings, and more hay. This compressed hay bale, man, I'll tell you what, this stuff kind of just like flies apart in the wind. We don't often buy this stuff because of how the rabbits kind of don't eat all of it. It kind of just falls through the cracks of the cages and goes to waste. I mean, it doesn't go to waste, it goes in our compost, but we find that the scraps from our garden or the weeds from our property make much better feed than the compressed hay bale. All right, we've got our nesting box with the pine shavings on the bottom and a whole bunch of hay on the top of that. And I'm also going to give a very large fistful of hay in here so that mama can either eat this stuff or that she can start making her hay mustache. And that's just the behavior they do. Heads up, mama. That's just the behavior they do when they're trying to make their nest. They gather it all up in their mouth, and it looks like they have a big old hay mustache. It's kind of really important that mama has enough room to move around and sort of hop in and out of the nesting box without stomping on her kits, because I've heard and seen that happen before, and it ain't pretty. All right, so we've got the nesting box all set up here for this mama. Hi, mama. She's already eating some of her hay. But here's that nesting box that you saw us make. We've got the hay on top. We've got some pine shavings on the bottom. And then there's a whole lot of extra hay here that she can either eat or she can start building her nest with. One of the things that really sort of gets us into sort of like excitement mode for new rabbits here is when we see the mom starting to pull her hair. She pulls the hair from the, if you look at this mama, underneath her chin there's that little like dewlap, that little extra flat fold of skin that has a hair on it. And she'll pull that hair with her teeth. She'll pull that hair out and build the whole nest with that hair. So much so that sometimes if a mom is really picky and choosy about, here, she's already in. Oh my goodness. She's already in there. She's already checking it out. It's day 28. I don't know why I'm whispering, but I'm pretty excited about this. Yeah, so if they get really picky about the nesting area, they'll throw everything out and just use their hair. And in warmer times, we don't care about that too much because it's pretty warm out, but we'll definitely be keeping an eye because it's early fall. It gets kind of cooler at night, so we'll make sure that there's plenty of bedding in there. But I'm gonna hurry up and get the other nesting boxes inside of the other mama's cages because it's only day 28, but this mama went right to work here inspecting the nest. Hi, mama. That's cool. So our oldest rabbit is our California mama. She's right under here. She's in a nice, cool section. We're gonna give her her nesting box and a lot of extra hay. She's actually been a really good mama for us. Her kindles, her batches, or her productivity hasn't been as high as the New Zealand's, but we find that she's the best, or one of the best, nest builders. There we go. Okay. That was not ideal because of the amount of noise it made. And stressing out the rabbit is the last thing we want to do at this stage, but I think she'll be okay. And then, since that was pretty stressful, and I know the lid's open, but we'll give her a little treat, some calf manna, just a little bit. There you go, mama. Yeah, there you go. So this calf manna product has really come in handy, especially for this New Zealand white rabbit, because like many other pregnant females, she got a little picky with what she was eating and didn't eat as much as she should be eating. So this calf manna really saved the day because we mixed it in with her regular feed, and also we sprinkled it on top of some of the hay, and that's kept her feeding, which is good. I know this mom is a very vocal one. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's never really warmed up to us, which is sad, but I'm not gonna force it. So here is the nesting box, mama. Here you go. Here's this mama, and she's already inside the nesting box. Hi, mama. This is the one that doesn't really like us a whole lot. She's pretty vocal about it too. So we'll give her her space, but here's her nice little handful of hay to help her build her nest. There you go. Okay. All right, and that's it. So we're all set. We've got mama number 1 with her nesting box. Mama number 2, nesting box. Mama number 3 inside of her nesting box. And then mama number 4 is also in her nesting box. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning in to see how we get our 4 nesting boxes ready. If you liked the content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Hill and Creek Homestead. Thanks for watching. These are the rabbits that we fed from bottle over the summer. Hi, hey, chill. I wonder if this is Gus Gus. Get down. Get down, Gus Gus. Ooh. They grew so well. I remember we were really worried about these little ones because, man, the summer was so hard. The heat wave was intense, and we did a whole lot to try to alleviate the heat from them, but their mama passed away, and it was a real learning experience. It was a hard learning experience for us on bottle feeding baby rabbits, but luckily they all came through. They all made it. Okay.